Does your hair look like this when you blow dry it or straighten it? Then this is the right video for you. In today's video, I'm going to share some do's and don'ts of blow drying curly hair straight. So I have naturally curly hair, and this is how my blow dried hair looks like. So I've been blow drying my hair since 2 to 3 years now, and I've learned a lot of things along the way, and I've learned the best tips which work on my hair type. So in today's video, I'm going to share with you the same, and in the don'ts part, I'll be sharing some of the mistakes you might be doing which I have done in the past. So in case you're having frizzy hair issues after you blow dry your hair straight, or it does not last for that long and as soon as you step out it turns frizzy, or you just want to prolong the smoothness of your blow dry, then this is the right video for you. So let's get started. There are many types of frizz, and one of the most common frizz which curly hair types get is due to the texture in the hair. Curly hair texture has frizz, natural frizz in the hair, and especially in humidity, the hair attracts that moisture and the cuticle swells up and it makes it even more frizzy. So that's the number one cause of frizz when you blow dry your hair straight. Another cause is blow drying strips the moisture from your hair, making it dry. So that is another reason why your hair might be looking frizzy. The first thing you want to do is oil your hair before shampooing. Use any oil which you like. Use some pre-shampoo treatments. Use any masks which you have. Anything which your hair likes. I personally like to use oil before I shampoo my hair. So I massage my scalp with oil the night before I shampoo. And also don't apply too much oil, like don't do that chumpy, because then you might want to use more shampoo to get rid of the oil, which will in turn dry out your hair more. And even if you don't do that, that oil buildup also can cause frizz. And while using shampoo, use very little of it and use it only on the scalp. Don't use it throughout the hair, and use it very gently. You can also dilute it with water and use. So let the shampoo just run through your hair when you pour water on top. Just remember that you don't want to strip your hair from the moisture. You want to retain as much moisture as possible. And the don'ts will be directly shampooing your dry hair without having any oil or some kind of layer on your hair. If you use a lot of leave-in products, like if you have worn your hair curly and you have a lot of leave-in conditioner and things like that, your hair might still be conditioned and moisturized, so that should not be an issue. But if your hair is completely dry, don't directly shampoo it. It just for me personally, it doesn't work at all. My hair looks frizzy when I do that. You also don't want to apply shampoo throughout and roughly shampoo the ends. That is so bad for your hair. Your ends don't need that much shampoo. The next tip is to use some thick conditioner or a deep conditioner or any hair mask, whatever your hair likes, whatever works for your hair. You can also use your regular conditioner and keep it for a long time. You can also use heat caps because the heat penetrates the products better. So just do whatever your hair likes, and especially if you have dry and frizzy hair, try to keep your conditioner for a really long time. The drier your hair is, the longer you might want to use your conditioner or a mask, because as I told earlier, blow drying strips your natural moisture from the hair, so you want to keep adequate moisture in your hair. I personally like to use some kind of smoothing mask which makes my hair smoother, and after washing off the hair mask, I also like to use conditioner just to seal it all in and then rinse that off. The thing you don't want to do is rinsing off your conditioner really quickly. Now if you already have smooth hair naturally and not that frizzy or curly, you might get away with it, but if you have extremely dry hair, this might not work that well for you. The drier your hair is, the longer you might want to keep your conditioner. Of course that depends on the products, but still I personally like to keep it for longer to really let it work in the hair. And also while washing the conditioner or mask off, don't completely let it strip from your hair. Just keep a little bit in, just a tiny bit in. That helps. I mostly prefer to use shampoos and conditioners with silicones before I blow dry my hair, because that adds a nice shine and it also protects the hair from heat and humidity. The third tip is to soak the water using a microfiber towel or a t-shirt. So you want to gently soak in the excess water. You can also put a microfiber hair wrap, whatever works for you. What you don't want to do is using a regular cotton towel and roughly drying your hair. That is so bad. It's gonna take all the moisture from your hair and cause friction and therefore frizz. Now the fourth tip is to use some kind of leave-in product before you blow dry your hair. You can use a blow dry cream and lightweight leave-in conditioner or a serum. I personally like to use a leave-in mist first, and then I like to use a little bit of blow dry cream, and then I use a serum. Whenever I use a serum before I blow dry, it just makes a huge difference. So what kind of products you use, of course, depend on your hair type. If your hair is very thick and curly and dry, you might want to use heavier products, but if your hair is thinner, smoother, you might not need those heavy products. And those products and serums and everything, they also kind of protect your hair from the heat. So if you want, you can use a separate heat protectant too. What you don't want to do is directly blow dry hair without any product. That's so bad for your hair. First of all, you're not adding any protection, and second of all, your hair is not hydrated enough. So blow drying it is gonna make it more dry and therefore frizzy. Next tip is to style on damp hair. When you style on damp hair and blow dry it, that is dry your hair, the hydrogen bonds get set in that way and therefore it lasts longer. Don't blow dry your hair when it's dry because the hydrogen bonds are already formed and it's gonna take a lot more heat to really smoothen them out. Also, don't blow dry when it's extremely wet because that's gonna take forever to dry and that's just not feasible and you're gonna get tired, and therefore you might not want to spend that much time in drying and styling, and again you're gonna get frizz. So it should be damp. It shouldn't be too dry nor too wet. The next step is to take smaller sections and clip them properly and smoothen each and every section really well, and clip away the damp pieces and clip away the done section so that the damp hair doesn't touch the styled section and make it all frizzy, because when water gets touched, the hydrogen bonds are gonna get broken and they're gonna turn frizzy. It's gonna swell and everything. So keep them separate and take smaller sections if possible for a more defined and smoother blowout. What you don't want to do is take very huge chunky sections or no sections at all, or let your styled sections get mixed with the damp sections and let the hot air again touch the styled sections and make them frizzy. And also, once you're done, seal each section using cool shot because hot air heat manipulates hair, it breaks the bonds in the hair. So you want to seal it all in using cold air so that the hair does not move. Also, what you don't want to do is not seal it all in using cold air because if it remains hot, there are more chances of it turning frizzy. Unless you're in a really cold place, then you might not need to do that because it cools down instantly. Once you're done, seal in your style using a lightweight serum. You can also use an oil. I use serums using silicones because it gives me a glossy shine and they seal in my hair and protect against humidity. So I take a little bit of serum and focus on my ends first, and then I apply it on mid ends, and when there's barely anything left, I apply it near the roots. You don't want to use a lot of serum, especially near the roots, because that will weigh your hair down. So if you want a bouncy blowout, use very little of it. What you don't want to do is not seal in your style using any product afterwards. Next tip is to preserve your style while you sleep, because you have worked so hard in styling them, you don't want to ruin it, right? So use a satin or silk bonnet. You can also sleep on a satin or silk pillowcase by tying your hair properly, but I personally don't prefer tying my hair because it kind of ruins the curl pattern. The curls kind of go in weird directions and I want to preserve it in the same way, so I don't tie my hair at all. I directly put a bonnet so that this is preserved. What you don't want to do is directly sleeping on a cotton pillowcase. Cotton absorbs moisture, it causes friction, so it's gonna make your hair frizzy. If I sleep on a cotton bonnet with this hairstyle, tomorrow I'm gonna wake up with poofy mess on my head. The next point is don't be afraid of touching up your hair. So if you follow all the tips carefully, it should remain smooth throughout the week without you having to do anything. But sometimes the hair tends to get dry, of course. Then you can take serum. That's what I like to do. I apply a little bit of serum every day just to tame the frizz down, to hydrate my hair a little bit. I don't overdo it though because that weighs my hair down and I get itchiness. So I just apply very tiny serum if my hair feels dry. If you get little flyaways or little frizz or your hair starts feeling dry, you can use a serum. And what I also like to do is I take a little serum and I twist my hair like so. That kind of helps with the flyaways, at least for me. So just take your whole head and you can twist it like so. This is for throughout the week, I'm telling, okay, if you get frizz. And then the frizz kind of disappears. And even if serum is not fixing your issue, and if you are in a highly humid climate and even serum is kind of not fixing your issue, then you can use a straightener and just run it over where you have frizzy sections or on your problem areas, because straightener seals it all in and it makes it more foolproof. I don't use a straightener that much because it of course damages hair more, and I don't even have a straightener right now, but earlier I did use a straightener sometimes and that made my style last much longer. So if you have an important event to attend, you definitely can make a use of straightener. Just don't overdo it. The thing you might not want to do is brush your hair dry. Now when you have freshly blow dried your hair, that time brushing is fine, it doesn't really do much. But throughout the week, let's say it's your third day after blow drying your hair, and if you have curly hair like me, brushing the hair dry can make it frizzy. My hair does get frizzy if I brush my hair dry, so I just run my fingers through. I don't brush it, I don't use a hair comb. I might use it sometimes near my roots, but not throughout my hair. It ruins my style and it makes my hair frizzy. Don't touch your hair all the time. I'm guilty of doing that. I always touch my hair. What it does is it just adds frizz because our hands can have moisture, so touching your hair ruins your style and just adds unnecessary frizz. While having shower, always use a shower cap, even if you're not going to be washing your hair. And if you're still having a shower, water droplets can still fall on your hair, and the steam also can make your hair frizzy. It just acts like humidity basically. I would like to give you one more tip. You should cut off your dead ends and split ends regularly, because once your ends are dead, no matter what you do, no matter how much heat you apply to them, they are going to look frizzy. They are not going to get styled properly. So just trim them off because it gives a better look. Otherwise it will keep looking frizzy and you might blame your entire hair for that, but actually the only issue you might be having is dead ends. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, and also please hit on the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos from me. I upload new videos every Saturday and sometimes Wednesday. If you enjoyed this video, I also have a similar video on humidity. So that video is about how to prevent your curly hair from getting frizzy in the humidity. So it's very similar to this, so you can check it out. Today's comment shout out goes to Archana Verma. Thank you so much for your comment, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. To prolong the smoothness. अरे यार मत बोलना यार. I finally did that sentence after adhering for so long. Are you listening everything? Babe? Babe? बोलना. बोलना. बोलना माही बोलना. बोलना. Ja. Any hair mask or any hair, you can also